Morning everyone and welcome back to Chi Living. It's Saturday morning again, so that means lots of lovely big stretches, lots of opening movements in the hips and back, plenty of relaxation. Hope you enjoy it. If you'd like to join me down on the mat, we'll make a start. Extend your arms out to the sides. Bring the soles of the feet up. Your knees and your ankles together. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lower the knees to the left. Inhale back to the centre. And exhale over to the right. And inhale back to the centre. Bring your feet up off the ground so that your knees are bent. Got about 90 degrees between your thighs and your shins. And keep your knees and your ankles together. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lower the knees to the left. Bring your right arm so it's pointing up towards the ceiling, so that you can actually rest your knees and your ankles on the ground. If you can just pull them slightly up towards your upper body, and then keeping the knees and ankles down, take your right hand back over to the right side. And then raise your knees back to the centre. And take them over to the ground on the right. Again, bring your left arm up so that you can comfortably take your knees and your ankles down to the ground on the right, maybe even bring them up slightly towards your upper body. And then take your left arm back to the ground on the left. Bring your knees back to the centre. Hug them into the chest. And then extend your feet up towards the ceiling. Point the toes. Straighten the legs as much as you can. And gently pull back on both legs. And ease the tension off. Relax the ankles. Allow the knees to bend and bring the feet down to the ground. And turn onto your side. And push up so that you're seated on your heels, sorry. If this is uncomfortable for you on your knees, then you can sit cross-legged, that's absolutely fine. And bring your hands to your knees. Pull back on the knees, bringing your chest forward, raising your chin up. and then push back. Arch your back, hollow your chest and bring your chin in. Really round the back of your, round your shoulders, round your back. As you breathe in, pull back on the knees, bring your chest forward, raise your chin. And as you breathe out, arch your back, hollow your chest and bring your chin in. And bring yourself back up to a nice straight spine. Take the right hand to the ground at the side of your ankle, bring the left hand palm up and reach up and stretch over. And lower the left hand down. Bring the right hand palm up and stretch over. Raise the right hand up, bring the left hand up to join it. And lower your arms down behind your back. Interlace your fingers. And push your thumbs down your spine, pushing down towards the ground. Bringing your chest up, pulling your shoulders back. And squeeze your shoulder blades in together. And relax your shoulders forward. Raise your arms up. Take an inhale. And exhale, lower down. And bring your hands forward. So you come into tabletop. As you breathe in, sink your belly down, raise your chin up to cow. And as you breathe out, arch your back. Bring your chin in and squeeze your hips forward. And breathe in to cow. And breathe out to cat. And breathe in. And breathe out. And curl your toes under. Push your hips up. Go into downward facing dog. Walk your heels up and down on alternate legs. And then come back to downward facing dog. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, lower your knees down. Walk your hands forward. And bring the forearms down to the ground. Take your knees back so we'll come into Sphinx. Keeping pushing down into the ground with your forearms, keeping your chest up high. Going to bring the right knee up at the side and squeeze it up as high as you can bring it, keeping the hips down. And And take the right leg back down, raise it up, and take it over to the ground on the left. Bring it back to the centre and place it down. Bring the left knee up to the side. Again, raise it up as high as you can, but keep both hips down, keep pushing down with your elbows. And then straighten the left leg out, raise it up, and take it over to the ground on the right. And bring it back to the centre and place it down. Lower your chest down to the ground and bring your hands in underneath your shoulders and push up to cobra. And then take your weight back onto your heels and stretch forward with your hands. Bring your chest forward. Walk your hands back towards your knees and come up to standing, facing the long side of your mat. Toes pointing forward. Nice wide stance. We'll take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up. Bring your palms together and turn your left foot to point out. Keeping your chest facing forward, take a side bend over that left thigh. And then allow your left knee to bend. Bring the left forearm down onto the thigh. Stretch over to side angle. Lower your right hand down. Push up with the left, bring the toes to point forward again. Take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, raise your arms up. Bring your palms together if it helps, interlace your fingers. And turn your right foot out, keeping the legs straight and your chest pointing forward. Side bend over to the right. And then allow your right knee to bend. Bring the right forearm down and stretch over with the left. And lower your left hand back down. Push up with the right, bring your toes to point forward. Take an inhale. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, lower down. And toe and heel your feet in. And come up towards the front of your mat. Raise your arms up. Bring the palms together. And lower them down to your heart. And take the weight onto the left foot. Turn your right knee out. And bring the sole of the foot either to the calf, or if you can, bring it up to the inside of the thigh. Come into tree. And if you can, keep the foot up off the ground and step back onto the ball of the right foot, raising your hands up to high lunge. Keep your left hand reaching up. Bring the right hand down and hinge forward, taking your right hand down to the ground, turning your left hand so the palms facing the opposite way. And lower your left hand down. Step up with the right foot if you can. We're going to keep that right foot up off the ground as you straighten up. Cross it over your thigh. Bring the hands into the heart. And bend the knee if you can in half lotus squat. And straighten the left leg. Place the right down. Reach up, take an inhale. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, raise your arms up. Bring the palms together and lower down to the heart. Take the weight over onto your right foot. Turn your left knee out and bring it to the calf or to the inside of the thigh. Again, if you can, keeping the leg up off the ground. You're going to take the left foot back onto the ball of the foot. And raise the hands up to high lunge. Keeping the right hand high this time. Lower the left hand down, bringing it down to the mat. Turn your right palm around. And lower your right hand down. Again, if you can, keeping the left leg up. We're going to step up to the front of the mat. Cross your shin over your thigh. Bring your hands in. And bend the right knee if you can. Straighten the right leg, place the left down. Reach up, take an inhale. And exhale, fold forward. Step back on the left foot, and then on the right, and push up to downward facing dog. And bring your chest forward to plank. And lower down to the mat. Feet onto the insteps and push up to cobra. And curl your feet back under and push back to downward facing dog again. And bring your chest forward. Put your feet onto the insteps and sink your hips down. Keeping the thighs up off the ground and pushing your chest up. Upward facing dog. Back to the balls of your feet. And come back up to downward facing dog. And take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lower your knees down. And sit back onto your heels. Keeping your right hand stretching out, bring your left hand into your chest and thread it through underneath your armpit. Stretch out as much as you can with the right hand above your head. Stretch across as much as you can with the left. And draw your left hand in and reach back to the ground above your head. Draw the right hand into your chest and thread through. Again, stretch up with the left hand, stretch across with the right. Bring your right hand in and stretch up with both hands. And bring your chest forward. Walk your hands in. And come to seated. Taking your left foot out in front, and just for this, position yourself a little bit towards the front of your mat so your left foot is right up at the front of the mat. You're going to bring the right foot in. Hands at the sides of your hips. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, lower down. Take your right ankle, cross it over the top of the left thigh and bring your right foot in underneath your hip. And hug your knee into your chest. Ease the tension off. We're going to take that right foot now off the top, bring it all the way round, and take the weight onto your hands. Let your hips sink down. And if you can, lower your body down onto the forearms, or even to stretch out. And walk your hands back in. And if you can, we're going to raise the right foot and then reach for the ankle. If you can't reach for the ankle, it doesn't matter. Just raise the leg and take the right hand back. And lower the right foot down. Put the right foot onto the ball of the foot so you can raise your knee up. Bring the left knee out. So we're coming to tabletop. And then sit back and change so you've got your right foot out in front. Move back up to the front of the mat because we need that space behind us for when we take the leg back. The toes pointing up, bring your hands back alongside your hips. Take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower down. And bring your left foot over the right thigh and draw your right foot underneath the left hip. And hug your knees in. And then ease the tension off. Keeping your right knee where it is, take the left foot, take it all the way back, stretch it out, pointing the toes down. And sink your hips. And again, if you can, lower down to the forearms or to stretch out. And walk your hands back in. Raise the left knee up. Reach for the ankle if you can. And then lower your foot down. Put the left foot onto the ball of the foot and raise the knee up. So you can bring your right knee back. Bring the knees out to the edges of the mat and bring your toes together. Sit back onto your heels and stretch forward. Bring your weight forward, staying on your forearms. Sink your hips down. You can take your knees further out to the sides. And then take your feet so they're 90 degrees between your thighs and your shins. If you can just, if you're okay with this and your hips are nice and low, you can always just gently push back. Bring your feet back in, up in, forearms back, come up onto your hands, bring your knees back in, knees and ankles together, lean your hips over to the left. And back to the centre. And over to the right. Back to the centre. Walk your hands in and come to seated. Take your right hand to the mat at the side of your hips, the left hand palm up. Breathe in as you reach up and breathe out as you reach over. Breathe in, reach up. And breathe out, lower down. Right hand palm up, breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Take both hands to the right side, either side of your knee, and walk your hands out, bringing your chest down towards your thigh. And walk back in, over to the left side, and walk out. And walk back in. Hands in front of your shins. And walk your hands forward. And bringing your chest down towards the ground. If you feel you can take your hands out to the sides. Hands forward again. Inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, lower down. Take your left hand over onto your right knee. Right hand behind your back. And twist to look over your right shoulder. And relax, come forward. Take your right hand onto the left knee, left hand behind the back. And twist to look back over your left shoulder. And relax to come forward. Take both feet out in front. And bring your backs down onto the mat. Arms alongside your body. Palms facing down. Bring your heels up towards your buttocks. Ankles hip width apart. And push down into the ground with the soles of your feet, bringing your hips up. And then just step into the centre with your left foot. Raise your right knee up. And straighten the leg. Pushing up with the toes on your right foot, but also with the hips. And lower your right foot down, bring it back into the centre. Raise the left knee up. And straighten the left leg. Push up with the toes and with the hips. And bend the knee. Bring both feet down, take them back out to hip width. And push the hips up. And lower back down. bring the knees up to the chest. Hug them in. Make small circles on the mat with the bottom of your back. Going one way and then back the other way. And relax back to the centre. Take the soles of the feet, place them down on the ground. And extend your arms out to the sides. Cross your right leg over the top of your left leg. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lower your knees to the right. Inhale to the centre and exhale to the left. Inhale to the centre. Take your right foot down to the mat. And cross the left leg over the top of the right. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lower the knees to the left. Inhale to the centre and exhale over to the right. Inhale back to the centre. Take the left foot down to the mat. And relax your knees out to the sides, bringing the soles of the feet together. And extend your feet down to the bottom of the mat. Take your ankles apart and relax the toes out to the sides. Bring your arms to a position that's comfortable for you with the palms facing up. And take your awareness up to the crown of your head. And scan down through your head and face, relaxing the muscles in the face and jaw. Relax the neck and shoulders. Relax the upper arms and elbows. Forearms and wrists. Relax the hands, the thumbs and the fingers. And bring your awareness into your upper body. Relax the chest and rib cage. Relax the upper back and the muscles running down the sides of the spine. Relax the bottom of the back, the muscles around the sides of the body. And relax the stomach muscles. Relax the pelvis and hips. Relax the muscles in the buttocks, the hamstrings running down the back of the legs. Relax the muscles in the thighs. And relax the knee joints and calf muscles. And finally relax the ankles and the feet and the toes. With your body relaxed now, I'd like you to bring to mind that visualization that we've used before of water pouring into a vase. Filling the vase up from the bottom, through the middle and into the neck of the vase, and then emptying from the neck, from the middle, and from the bottom. And turn your awareness to the rhythm of your breathing. Paying attention to the inhale and exhale. And start to lengthen the breaths. Controlling the breath as it comes in. Controlling it as it goes out. And then on your next inhale, take the breath down to the bottom of the belly. Fill the belly, then fill the chest, and then fill the throat. Empty from the throat, empty from the chest. empty from the belly. Remember that visualization. Breathe into the bottom of the belly. Breathe into the chest. Breathe into the throat. Breathe out from the throat. Out from the chest. Only then out from the belly. Belly. Chest. Throat. Throat. Chest. Belly. Carry that on yourself now. Now release the focus from the breathing. Allow your body to take back control of the breath and restore it to its natural rhythm. And bring your focus into the physical sensations in the body. Notice where you can feel your body in contact with the ground. And notice how those points of contact feel different from each other, depending on what you're in contact with, what kind of surface you're in contact with, depending on which part of your body is touching the ground, whether it's a hard part like the back of your heels, the back of your head, a softer part like the buttocks or the back of the shoulders. And then let's start to bring some movement back into the body now. And move your hands and feet. Move your knees and hips. Move your chest and back. Move your arms and shoulders. And your head and neck. And when you're ready, if you turn on to your right side. And then in your own time, bring yourself back up to seated. Taking a moment or two here to enjoy the feeling of relaxation in your body, but also to enjoy that sense of stillness in your mind that's come from focusing on the breath. And take a deep breath in and out. And if you've had your eyes closed, gently open them now. Namaste. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, there's lots of other Saturday morning classes on my YouTube channel, so I'll put a couple of links up in those corners for you, so you can just click onto those, go straight onto them. Also, there's plenty of mindfulness stuff on the channel as well, and there's a playlist that's just mindfulness practices, so you can try that as well. Hope you enjoyed that. Stay safe, everyone, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.